뭐 하는 거야? 길을 잃었나?
여기 이상하다.
그냥 그렇게 다니는 거야? We just picked up our van, aka our home, from getting our heater fixed again for the 5th time in the last month, as it had some very inconsistent issues that were hard to troubleshoot and fix. But the hope was that it would be a thing of the past as we were heading to Wonju, the largest city in the mountainous province of Gangwon-do, an hour and a half away from Seoul, with a name that means open area and large fields. After living a week of luxury in warm, modern Airbnbs, it was time to get back to living in our van. 여기 사용 제한 써 있네.
스모프 화장실?
There's nothing more romantic than looking for public bathrooms to use so we can spend the night stealth camping in a public parking lot on Valentine's Day. And as a clueless husband, I found a nice Japanese izakaya to try and gain some points, but the truth is, we don't really care about these types of holidays. 당신은 좀
맛있겠지? 나는 이거 너가 좋아해가지고 2개 다 그래서 상관없어.
나도. And just like that, we settled for cheap Chinese food. 이거 맛있을 수밖에 없어. 맛있지. Enjoy. Yeah, the heater is working great, so it's nice and warm in here. It's not a super cold day today. We don't know what it'll be like on a really cold day, but I think it's gonna be good enough for tonight and hoping for the best for the future. 몇 도 나와?
29.9도. 원래 거의 10도부터 시작하는.
맞아. And the Korean beer company Cloud totally ripped off the Suntory can. The premium malts, instead it's Cloud Premium Lager. We'll see how this tastes. Let's see. Wow, they actually got pretty good. 진짜 좋아졌어. 이제. 제비수구가 많네. Honestly, it felt great just waking up, not having to think about any problem solving or troubleshooting, and just getting back to our regular daily life. The area we were in had a really old industrial vibe to it, which is always fun to explore around and see how far Korea has come over these years. I could even see what the English Hagwon franchise I used to work at used to look like before it changed its logo. And our original plan was to stick around and explore, but there was just one problem. The air quality is pretty poor right now, so we just decided let's skip all these mountains where all the air is kind of settling down, all this fine dust. Let's go to Sokcho, which is on the East Sea again. If I could come up with one sentence on why we love van life, I think it would be just going anywhere at any time. And I don't believe there's any right way that everyone should live, but this is the best way that we've found so far. Sokcho is a city on Korea's east coast with a population of just under 100,000 people. And it used to be a place that we would go to escape the hectic city life. But it's had a massive growth in tourism. So let's see if it's still that type of place or if it's changed. 할머니 감자탕.
그냥 뜯다.
진짜
이게 10,000원.
괜찮네.
괜찮지?
살이 많네.
고기가 살이 많네. 사람들이 그만 하더라고.
맛있게 먹어. 됐어?
여기 좋은데? 근데 좀 많이 바뀌었다. 너 혹시 기억나? 저거 타워 같은 거 있었잖아, 속초. 그 앞에 원래 진짜 거의 다 쓰러져가는 경기장 같은 거 있었거든? 근데 저렇게 바뀐 거야. 색깔 칠해가지고. 그리고 요렇게 막 요 뒤쪽에 상가가 이렇게 많이 있었던 거 같지 않았거든? 근데 지금 많이 문도 많이 열고 되게 없던 브랜드나 그 식당들이 많이 생겼다.
네, 갑자기 여기 오니까 좋지.
좋네. 아니 화장실도 진짜 깨끗하고 막 먹는 데도 많고 호수도 진짜 깨끗하고 예쁘다.
맞아. 공기도 좀 좋아진 것 같아. 여기 와서. 좀 흐리지만 나쁘지 않아. We had a lot of fun comparing the new Sokcho to the old one, as you can still find some of the older seafood places around, on top of the older motels, which have some very interesting worldwide themes to them. We walked further up ahead to Sokcho Beach, which, as can be seen from the brand new Ferris wheel and massive skyscrapers in the surrounding area, have a completely different vibe these days.
속초 아이야.
약간 반지의 제왕인가? 야, 개미를 보는 것 같았어. 야, 여기도 또 야자수는 꼭 있어야 하거든요?
여기도 그런 가짜 야자수 많네.
이거 공동구매했나 보다.
맞아. 아니 근데 비성수기 있잖아 지금. 그래도 이렇게 많은 거야.
아, 편한지 한번 누워볼게.
응.
속초 아이 새끼도 보고 좋네.
It was pretty insane to see how much Sokcho has changed. Before, a lot of people still traveled to the beach during the summer months, or to Soraksan, one of Korea's most beautiful national parks, especially famous for its fall foliage. But the numbers have certainly increased, as Sokcho seems to be building a reputation with more international travelers these days as well, with the government-sponsored Visit Korea website claiming it as one of the top 5 places in the country to visit.
여기는 12,000원이야.
앙젤루스라고 뭔가 체험하는 데 있어. 그 패키지 18,000원이고.
약간 사진 찍는 거?
To be completely honest, we prefer the quieter, less flashy places these days, so we probably won't be spending much more time at Sokcho Beach from now on. But there are definitely a lot of people out there that would love to visit it. And luckily, there are countless quiet beach towns all along Korea's coasts. And we'll show up ahead what some of the more random areas close by look like. But it was time for dinner, and also for a little taste of good old Korean capitalism.
어제 막 홍콩 반점 갔잖아. 이번 영상은 뭔가 백종원의 그런 걸 계속 먹는 거야.
That's rain.
So who is 백종원?
그러니까 식당 운영하시는 그런 경영하시는 분이거든. 요리사 자기가 요리사는 아니라고 하시더라고. 근데 요리 이제 하는 프로그램에서 나오면서 유명해주신 분이어가지고 한국 사람들이 굉장히 잘 알고.
Yeah, he's got like a ton of different franchises, like the place we went to last night. Yeah, we're going to Paik's Beer, which is like his brewery chain or whatever, and it's like a pub with pub food and beer. So we'll see how it is.
약간 재벌 문화를 간접적으로 보여줄 수 있는 걸까?
맞아.
Baek Jong-won definitely doesn't need any promotional help from us, but the main purpose of all his food chains seem to follow a certain theme of being tasty and not too expensive, the type of place that anyone can enjoy. So let's see if Paik's Beer follows those guidelines.
Wow.
시리얼 아니야?
양파랑 토마토 있어?
할라피뇨 되는 것 같아?
아. 맛있어?
진짜 맛있지?
This lady working here is a master beer pourer. How does she pour it so fast? So that was our first time trying Paik beer. Yeah, the beer was actually pretty solid there. The Paik lager, kind of like in between a lager and a pale ale, deeper and like a little stronger than your average lager. So
그 치킨 타코 그거보다 진짜 도리토스를 찢어가지고 그 타코 만들어주는 거 있잖아. 그게 조금 더 재밌을 것 같고 여기 프라이즈가 진짜 맛있더라고. 근데 이제 감튀 시킬 때 소스를 그냥 따로 해가지고 받으면 디핑해서 먹으면 더 맛있을 것 같아.
맞아, 훨씬 맛있을 것 같아. Yeah, overall solid experience. 백종원, 체벌. We got this.
재벌.
그래서 이거는 강릉 초당 순두부지.
초당도보다 이거 맛있네.
진짜? We spent another day relaxing in Sokcho, trying out the famous Mansok Takkangjang. And if you've been to Sokcho before, you've definitely seen someone carrying around this box. And it's pretty good, by the way. Yujin also started filming for her own channel again, which is a much more raw and less packaged version of our life than the videos on this channel. So if I actually get on top of my work someday, I'm gonna try and make English subs for it when possible. Our original plan was to spend the winter skiing a lot this year, but we had so many problems this last month and a half that by the time we got things sorted, the ski season was almost finished, and the snow at O2 Resort was getting rough from continuously melting during the day and freezing at night.
이거 이제 7년 쓸 수 있는 거야?
어.
난 이거 17년 쓸 거야. 아, 이거는 케이스.
응.
케이스를 무료로 주더라고. 마그넷 케이스고. 오.
와우.
자, 개봉합니다. 아니, 강릉에서 핸드폰 살 줄은 소리도 몰랐네.
맞아. 와우.
와우, 지즈.
Looks nice, babe.
이거 약간 가짜 같지 않아요? 우와, 장난 아니야, 진짜로. 막 너무 감촉이 너무 매끈매끈하고 너무 스무스해.
축하해.
We came to Gangneung just to get the phone, as Eugen's S20 started randomly dying on her, and it's always been our dream to just drive up the coast and stop wherever it looks possible. So now's a good chance to show the quieter side of Korea's east coast while we find a stealth camping spot.
It's a nice camping car.
아니, 세차한 지 얼마 안 된 것 같은데.
맞아. 벌써 그렇게 더러워졌어. 지금 약간 밴 라이프 하는 느낌 아니야? 다시? 재밌네.
우리 선생님은 진짜요. 엄청 움직이 좋아해.
네. 따뜻한 물이 없을 거야. 그거는 100%. 좀 그래?
담배 폈나봐, 누가? 막 밑에 침 다 뱉어놓고 담배 재 같은 게 다 변기에 막 있고.
다른 데로 갈까?
아, 좀 아쉽네.
This is the reality of van life, and especially in Korea where there isn't much wild land to take care of business outside, we have to rely heavily on public bathrooms, which are definitely hit or miss. The next bathroom we spotted was part of a paid campsite, so it was also a no-no. But on a positive note, when we were riding our bikes around Korea, there were times where we were absolutely exhausted but had to keep on pedaling, without knowing how long it'll take to find the next potential spot in the dark. In a van, we can just push the gas pedal, and all of a sudden we are 10 kilometers up the coast at another potential spot, which wasn't bad, but being so close to traffic isn't ideal, so we continued up the coast for about 5 minutes.
Spot number 4. 근데 거의 30분 안에 이렇게 할 수 있는데 4개 있었어. See how it is. 완전 좋아.
좋아.
So that is how easy it is to find a place to park in Korea. With a bathroom, a convenience store, and free parking. Right there.
잘 됐다.
Oh.
This spot is still part of Gangneung, just south of a small city called Jumunjin, and it turns out that we are right beside one of the famous film locations of the K-drama Dokkaebi, or The Goblin, as evident by the massive outdoor area called the Dokkaebi Sijang, which has some restaurants and cafes for people to enjoy the views outside during the summer. The next day, we took care of some things and traveled up north to Yangyang-gun, north of where we explored recently in another video at a spot called Naksan Beach. And this time, we found exactly the type of place we love on Korea's east coast.
Looking super cold. 추운가 봐요.
It seems like all the beaches in Yangyang-gun are appealing to the whole tropical resort vibe marketed towards people in their 20s. And you can see tons of construction going on here as well, meaning drastic changes are coming up for Naksan Beach, just like most of the surrounding area. It feels like this is all we talk about on this channel these days, but that's just how fast Korea responds to trends in tourism. And although relatively small in size, this country has a total of over 3,000 islands, including almost 500 that are inhabited. So once things warm up and we can get some solid time to explore around, we'll be able to check out some more remote places as well.
네, 호텔이 바로 옆에 있네. 절.
야, 레포코 같아. 저거 읽어.
어.
몰랐어?
응.
물이 엄청 컸나봐.
와.
여기서 여기까지 왔어? 헉, 원래 이랬네.
진짜 많이 죽었네. 사막 됐어 거의.
지금 20년 지나서 지금처럼 복구가 된 거거든.
구해주며 힘들게 가르치고 애써 기르는 일이 끝나더라도 사랑은 끝났다고 말하지 않습니다. 눈을 물기고 눈동자를 굴리면서 업신여기며
Naksansa Temple was built in the year 671 during the Shilla dynasty, and it's one of the most historic temples of Yangyang that contains a Buddha relic, which was built in the late 1600s, but the fire in 2005 damaged this stupa, which revealed that there indeed was 37 artifacts contained inside of it. There's a massive statue of Avalokiteshvara, which means the Lord who looks down. And you can see why it was built here with the absolutely breathtaking views of Korea's Eastern Sea.
진짜 예뻤지.
약간 구경하면서 걷기 좋은 사찰이었던 것 같아. 성벽 따라서 올라갔다가 내려갔다 이렇게 하니까 되게 재밌더라고.
I think if people are coming to Yangyang, they gotta check this temple out for sure. 맛있어 보여. 맛있어? 육개장도 진짜 맛있어. There's nobody else around here because it's pretty cold. So we got basically the whole place to ourselves. Well, most of it.
Sometimes it feels like wherever we can have a shower depicts where we go next. And just by luck, Sokcho was the closest public health facility to us. It was also a good opportunity to try out some more local food from Gangwon-do, the surrounding province. This is called 감자 옹심이, or potato dough soup. It's a variety of sujebi where they blend potatoes and flour and drop it into soup to create potato noodle chunks. We also ordered 메밀 전병, a type of buckwheat pancake crepe wrapped around a kimchi-based spicier filling.
Alright, that was very solid, and you said it's from Gangwon-do, right?
강원도의 약간 향토 음식 같은 것 중에 하나고, 맛은 감자전 있잖아. 그걸 이렇게 동그랗게 말아놓은 것 같은 그런 맛이었거든. 그리고 칼국수가 이렇게 면도 들어가 있더라고. 진짜 맛있었어. 고소하고 약간 익숙한 맛이었어.
Yeah, it's perfect for lunchtime in Sokcho.
At the beginning of this video, we showed the tourist side of Sokcho at the beach, but that doesn't fully do it justice, as when walking around Cheongcho-ho Lake, you can see tons of older buildings with a lot of history, and it seems like the older folk know how to party, as it wasn't even 1 p.m. and the place was going wild.
그렇지, 들어가면 이제 다들
We did some more walking along Kumgangdaegyo and Sorakdaegyo, and realized that Sokcho still has quite a bit of charm left. You just have to get away from the tourist sites to see some of it. It's an amazing city that has a little something for everyone, whether that be the beautiful ocean, the mountains, or the fishing culture, and we'll certainly be coming back here for plenty of years to come. Thanks so much for watching, hope you're all healthy and happy, and we hope to see you soon in another video.